Hello, Smegheads, and welcome back to Smug Mode, a podcast where we talk about the classic British sci-fi comedy classic Red Dwarf. I'm Ben Gilman, as always. I'm joined by Tom Hill,
Hey.
Dan Raj,
Yo!
and Troy Salmon.
Woo!
It's a fair convention. The energy levels are high. And today we're here to talk about Series 6, Episode 5, Rimmerworld. Smug Mode is now engaged.
Yes.
You're on, Tom.
Sorry?
You're on, Tom.
All right, yeah, right. Sorry, so I'm giving the plot synopsis for this evening. So
Because
basically, the Red Dwarf crew have a need to go back to the derelict from Gunmen of the Apocalypse a few episodes back because it's stocked with food and things and they're running out of oxygen. But the superstructure is severely damaged after they shot it back in episode 2. So they managed to get onto the thing, only to discover that there is still one rogue simulant alive who's going to kill them all. Rimmer sets off a shipquake by jumping into an escape pod. Unfortunately, they managed to escape, but he ends up going through a black hole or a wormhole that takes him to a planet, an S3 planet, a breathable atmosphere, but means that he will have a 600-year wait before the Red Dwarf crew can catch up with him. When they arrive on the planet, they find a world filled with people who look like Rimmer. It turns out that they overthrew the replicants overthrew the original Rimmer and stuck him in a prison about 547 years ago. And what else is major in this episode? Yeah, Rimmer discovers he's got a heart condition that was carried over from when he was turned into a hologram, so he could actually have a heart attack.
It's not a heart decision, it's an anxiety. It's like his...
It's slightly more than anxiety because it can kill him.
Yeah. It's the only thing that can really kill a hologram is basically if the mental health of the hologram at the point that it died was so bad that it might actually continue on and cause psychosomatic things that could end up in death, which is a real thing in human beings. That's how a hologram can die. And guess what? Rimmer is a cowardly, anxious, and sniveling, constant warrior who needs Chinese stress balls now.
Yes.
Grind those balls! Grind them!
So yeah, that's the basic synopsis of the episode. It's an absolute hell on Earth where any kind of noble and genuinely good trait is vilified by these Rimmer lookalikes. And if anyone even looks different to the template, they are immediately either killed or imprisoned or whatever the hell happens to them.
You have to think, though. I do love, there's a lot of good gags here. I do love the fact that they keep going back to the Chinese balls. And when we see them in prison, they'd be grinding down to little, very tiny little I just love the cat's enthusiastic happiness that they lost Rimmer all the time.
Yeah.
That's
all in
brilliant.
all, 100% successful trip.
I love this. At first, this episode is slow to start off, I think, but at the end, it's roaring. I do love the bit at the end where they come back onto the ship again, wrong time, and they find out that something happened to Lister. And I don't know if that's next week's episode that they're hinting at, but it's just really funny, really good setups and.
I always kind of assumed that it was a thing that then never happened because of what happened in episode 6. Because we know in the 6th episode that something has happened to Lister at some point in the 15 years, but they change all of that. So I assumed that it was a timeline that had become redundant, but that's just me. I don't know.
But are you guys not a bit bored of simulates now, really? Because it's beginning to become a bit of a trope of Red Dwarf.
Not when they look that good.
Yeah, okay. There's a bit of eye candy this week.
Go on, then. Because like Lister says, for a rogue psycho killing machine. I don't get
They get rolled from time to time, you know. Gonna get the odd one or two, you know, from time to time.
What are you doing later tonight? Dying.
You can join me.
See, my favourite bit of that entire scene is Danny John Jules, the cat, trying to explain that he's not wearing the same outfit that he wore the previous time.
Oh, yeah.
And it is a delightful outfit this week. It's black with a bit of orange going on.
Black
Very
with
nice.
peach and gold spangles, please.
Entirely different gold spangles.
Yes.
It's
Very, very
completely
good.
different, cute little black number.
Oh my dude, I written down so many quotes, man, from this episode.
The less choice of a fish and chip shop. I don't know what that means. I don't know.
Less
if
choice
it's
than a
the
Welsh
English
fish and
ones.
chip shop, yeah.
Is there less choice of an English one? I didn't get that. It was funny, but I don't know.
This is how English Ben is. He doesn't understand Welsh.
Foreign culture. What the fuck? Wow, did I just call Wales foreign? Oh boy, we're gonna hear about that.
That's gone.
Why is it on the syndrome recording? I don't say anything offensive. It's the smug mode. Oh boy.
Oh dear.
Right. Good job.
Oh my gosh, that was funny as heck, man. There was a line from Rimmer to Lister. You know that time he was on the ship and Rimmer goes, "It's like flopping your wedding tackle in the lion's mouth and flicking his lost balls with a wet towel." That was killer.
That is one of my favourite lines of all time in Red Dwarf.
Where'd that come from? Oh god, it was so random. Oh my gosh! In that one scene, he had so many lines. Rimmer was just killing it in this episode.
I do also love Lister had some good punchlines this week. He goes for a really long process trying to get Rimmer out of the prison, and Crichton just goes, "Oh, we could use the teleporter." That got a good laugh out of me.
Yeah.
I laughed really hard at this episode. Quite a lot. Eh?
Or in a pinch.
That's it.
I think my favourite line from the whole thing is probably the creepiest.
What's that?
My own Jane, my own Garden of Eden. Technically, she would be my sister and therefore unable to take her. After soul searching, I decided, what the hell? I just wouldn't.
Chris Barry acting with his arse, just full on. I do find the fact that Chris Barry's having to make love to himself on this planet very hilarious.
That was funny.
There's a great bit where the Emperor has to kiss a female Rimmer.
Yeah, that face he done it.
So funny. This is gold. This is a gold episode.
They made it look like such a female as well. And then he turns around, he says his face. I was dying.
It's brilliant.
Lister does have another one of my favourite lines in this when Crichton tells him about Rimmer having this stress-related nervous disorder, and he responds with, "He's going to be suffering from a fish-related teeth disorder."
Brilliant. And I do love how Rimmer goes, "You're a total, complete and utter total," and he just fizzes out.
Yeah.
That's quite.
Yeah.
Also, Lister had a really good one. He goes, "Take us to your leader," and Crichton goes, "How could you?" They're just brilliant. I mean,
yes, Derek Lesnar and Titan.
yeah, it's my favorite episode of season 6 so far, actually.
Gunman of the Apocalypse wins it for me, but
I thought that was okay. I didn't think it was a great episode. I thought it was average.
Gunman of the Apocalypse wins it every time for me as well.
Yeah, that's my favorite as well.
Yeah.
I didn't really get it, but
this one actually, now that I think about it, I think that's really, considering the position it has in the Red Dwarf production lore as well. I think the one after this one's really damn good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm less of a fan of the next one than you are, but we will get to that.
Yeah. I'll say this one's a little bit better than the next one, but yeah.
It's a shame like there's no Rimmerworld song.
There was one written.
Next season we get that fantastic Rimmer song.
Oh, the
As
Munchkins.
Chris Barry lives, yes.
Yes.
That should have been here.
That is still that's my ringtone for somebody who I'm not going to mention.
Oh wow. Oh wow. Okay.
So Lister calls Rimmer a Flash. I know it's Flash Gordon, but I don't quite get the joke. No one
What
want to.
what don't you get about it?
What's that?
I don't get why he calls him Flash.
Really?
Oh no, I get it. Yeah, okay. Yeah, the pod speed. Yeah, cool. Yeah. It's been a long day today.
Ay.
Also, I do love the fact that Crichton's trying to tell Rimmer about how long it will be before they can see him.
Oh, yeah, the 600 years.
Do you remember that long war, the 30 Years' War? No, the other one. The 100 Years' War? That's the one. Now take that and multiply it by 6. And you've got your magic number.
No, sir. 20 times later as well. That's funny. Like, no, sir. No. Higher, sir.
Is it this episode or the next one where they have the pockets of unreality?
It's the next one.
That's the next one, yeah.
Yeah, that's on the way to the derelict.
I'm getting ahead of myself.
What man's gonna happen?
I don't know. The first 5 minutes of this is very funny. It's like the second half. It's like a really strong ending, but I could have used more time on Rimmerworld. It takes a while to get there.
I think.
Yeah, but you need to set it up properly. That's the thing.
It takes its time. It's a good setup. Don't get me wrong. I just feel like it kind of rushed the second half a little bit, but I do think it was
at the
fun.
time they were doing 2-parters, this would have made a good one.
Yeah. Or if this had been like a special, an hour and a half special, you could have done a lot. Like, they do them now, and they did them when they first went to Dave. But
they didn't do it in those days.
No, but I would have loved.
A bit rushed, Ben. I'll completely agree with you on it.
I mean, this would have been.
It's too much story to take over one episode.
I mean, this would have made a better special than 9. It would have been better than the new one. That quality, not 9. Well, boy, when we get to 9, I'm drop kicking it. There's enough plot here to easily do an hour and a half. But that's the thing with Red Dwarf. It's half an hour, less than half an hour. They have to cram in the jokes and the plot quickly. There's only so much they can do.
I love the Chinese stress balls joke at the end, the payoff for it. These 2 tiny ball bearings. It's just.
I do love Crichton just going, grind those balls, sir, grind those balls. Like, it's just.
Right, it's got a comedic timing. It's epic, right?
You've also got to love the fact that Rimmer cheats on his own health test.
I mean,
yes! What? Like, put them on your shoes, you cheating bastard.
I actually think my favourite line from this comes from Cat.
Okay.
An orderly queue behind the gun sight.
Yeah, it's true. See, my one is the all in all 100% successful trip. But we lost Mr. Rimmer. All in all, 100% successful trip. Cat has some absolute crackers in this episode.
Everyone's on fire in this episode. This is like, I mean, Rimmer himself seems like he almost disappears. Chris Barry almost takes a back seat in this episode for the other 3 to get some real crackers in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you not think the similar spaceship looks like a tank this week?
I hadn't really thought about it.
Yeah, that'd be.
Rimmer does get some good stuff out. Buttock sandwich.
Buttock sandwich, yeah.
Kindly get to the point before I jam your nose between your cheeks and make it the filling of a buttock sandwich, yeah.
Yes. And then Crichton, any officer caught sniffing the saddle exercise bike in the women's gym. Yeah, that's another cracker of a line. This world, I don't know. You guys love Gunmen of the Apocalypse. I didn't. No, I didn't. But this is really, really good. This is more my ski. This is better for me.
Oh, this one. Okay. So.
Yeah, I laughed at it. I didn't laugh at the Riviera Kid. But yeah,
Well,
You know.
here's the thing. Whatever we may have to say about Rimmerworld, at least it's not Coronation Street.
That's true. That's coming. So season 9. Oh boy, that's going to be a long episode.
Yes.
We might have to make it an hour-long episode, lads, just to cover everything in it.
No,
Actually-
it could be a 30-second episode. Don't watch it. The end.
Yeah. Well, we can cover it in under 20 minutes, maybe. Oh boy, I have a lot of problems with that episode. Boy, was I happy when 10 turned up. Seriously. At least then you know, right, you're back on track.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's all we've got to say about this week's episode then, yeah?
That's pretty much
Yeah,
it.
this one. Yeah.
Okay then.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Right, it's bye from me.
And it's bye from me.
That's bye from me.
Bye for me.
Now, smeg off your smegheads.
Grind 'em!
It's good to say that fucking line.